you said about scholarships. So I wanted to ask you, is there a way to be financed when we want to apply for this top masters?
Yes. Yes. Is it easy? Of course not, right? Right. You are always competing for people who actually need. So there are two types of scholarships. Basically, there are many different, but let's say two types. One is need-based, which is on the financial condition of you, economic condition of you, your family, or who's supporting you, right? That is one. And that is usually by the endowment that the school usually has. Like they have funds that they use to always have amazing students coming there and they finance their studies, right? Need-based scholarship. The other is what we call the merit-based scholarship, ideally, right? Which is they want, and merit is not always only about GPA and GMAT. Yes, these are always some of the things they look at, because if you are a top student performer, you would have performed heavily on that. But they also look at the career and everything else. So these are two. The others, then there are other scholarships which are always listed on the university's website. So guys, please go through that, make a list of those things. And sometimes you need to have different applications for these scholarships, right? And they have different deadlines to apply. And sometimes there are scholarships from the governments, like Eiffel Scholarship in Paris, which is open for international students, or from Italian government, people who are going outside, right? Or from NGOs. But what I have seen is if you make a strong case in terms of why you should have a scholarship, and you usually end up getting the scholarship, but it's also important to do your groundwork in financial planning, have a very clear idea of how much can you get, more or less, and if not, how are you going to finance the other part? I also want to mention two amazing institutes that I had the pleasure of working with in these days. One is Prodigy Finance, which was a startup from INSEAD alumni, right? And I have seen it has helped a lot of students, with the mortgage and everything else. It's you guys can look it up. And the other is Juno, which is American, with the same idea, right? So it's not that a business school costs me 200,000 euro. Nobody has that money, on average. So people find ways of doing it. That's why it's a planning in progress. But if you plan, you have chances.
You can also finance part of the fee, correct? Or just 100% of the fee?
Oh, no, these are different. 100% scholarships, which we call the full ride, are very limited, especially in Europe. You have more chances of getting a full ride scholarship in the States, and that too mainly for the MBA. For the masters, not so much. Well, and when I say masters, I'm talking about the business masters. For technical masters, yes, there are many universities. But overall, Europe has fewer 100% scholarships. The US has more. It's just how much money the university has given by ex-students, alumni, government, whatever. But you do usually what you get is around 30, 50 is the average range, 30 to 50% scholarship, right? And I think if you're planning and if you're a great student and you have a great profile, I would plan that I might get 30, 50 and plan for everything else already. And then if you end up getting more, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes you need to surprise yourself. So that's a good idea.
I think Prodigy finances some time, which is in the market, because
they're pretty like I think around, I don't remember, but probably like 7, 8 years now.
Yeah, because when I was looking for the master, I found Prodigy Finance already in 2019. So
true. They are from before. True.